1v1 right now.
No!
Guys over there.
Super Mario, how PC.
Oh no!
5 remain. We're close to victory.
Oh,
Bro.
The enemy took that one. We'll be back to finish.
Bro.
So I fired up a game of Warzone, and I'm in the pre-game lobby, and I'm just dummying kids. I'm just smoking them, teaching them a thing or two about respect. Some might say that I actually do my best work in the pre-game lobby. But what you're seeing right now is actually just a reenactment. You see, I'm using the AK-47 in this clip, and we all know the AK-47 is shit in Warzone. It's rumored that the 47 actually stands for the number of deaths you'll get in a single game if you use this gun. But no, I was in the pre-game lobby and they handed me an M13. And maybe you guys have been given this gun in the pre-game lobby, but I think it was probably dressed up somehow like this. And this is what it looked like. So I was in the pre-game lobby, they give me this gun. It was this M13 and I just fell in love with it. I just couldn't believe that this gun and these attachments are allowed to exist on this planet. It's mind-blowing. So I took that pre-game M13 and I made my own class and decided to Warzone it up a little bit. And the end result of this journey leading to craft this M13 was rape. You know, I hate to put it that way, but I just can't think of another word that's justifiable for the slaughter I've been handing out with this M13. Now, if you're a critical thinker like me, you've probably inferred from the title and the various elements of this video that this gun's one shining factor is its laser-like abilities. And you would be correct. I mean, this gun's recoil levels with these attachments must actually be in the negative somehow. Like, the more you shoot, the more the gun just locks onto the target. It's crazy. At the end of the day, this gun, it's just clean. It's just clean. It's so clean. It's like a bidet. You know the bidet, the thing that shoots the water into your ass after you take a shit. That's how clean this gun is. It's the bidet of the Warzone world. It's just, instead of water, it's shooting bullets into these people's cornholes, and it's just cleaning them up. And if you've never experienced the pleasure of a bidet, then you can't appreciate what this gun is capable of. Amazon has bidets for a few $100s. You could get one shipped to your house right away. I actually have never owned a bidet, but I had a good friend who had a bidet at his childhood home, and it was because of his bidet I felt like our friendship had really flourished. But maybe it was more of a one-sided friendship by the end of it all, because while the quantity of hangouts at his house definitely increased over the years, the quality for sure decreased, no questions asked there. You know, slowly but surely, I was less interested in actually hanging out with him and more interested in hanging out with his bidet. You know, at the beginning, the days consisted of, us hanging out for 2 hours and me spending maybe 5-10 minutes in his bathroom. By the end of it all, I was maybe spending 20 minutes with him and an equal part 20 minutes in his bathroom. Obviously, he got suspicious, especially when I had trouble walking down the stairs from the wobbly knees. But that's gonna happen. Friendships go through trials and tribulations quite like that. But I guess at the end of the day, this really encapsulates the M13 and what it really stands for. And you can really see the effect that this gun has on the psyche. After cleaning house through a game of solos here, I'm left with a 1v1, and this guy just quits. He wants nothing to do with this M13. He's just gonna walk home, tail in between his legs with a crusty old butthole. So this is the setup I've been using. We got the monolithic suppressor because we're playing Warzone and we need a suppressor, so we might as well take the one that gives us some range. And along with that, we can put on the Tempest marksman barrel to give us even more range. But along with that range, we're gonna get some recoil control. And to beef up that recoil control, let's put on a operator foregrip just to make sure this thing is an actual laser. Finally, we need an optic because this thing is accurate and we gotta make sure that we can see. And lastly, we have the tac laser, which is a dual purpose attachment. We've got the enhanced mobility it gives us. And then cosmetically, we've got that green laser beam, which embodies what this weapon is truly about. Now here on the left I've got the M4 just because it seems to be a very popular Warzone gun. It's got the same attachments and we're going to see how the recoil compares to the M13 on the right. The M4 already is a gun with not too much recoil, and even here you can see the M13 has a much tighter spread, a much smaller cross section as we're about to see here. Comparing these two cross sections, we can see that the M4 actually has a 2.6 bigger spread than the M13. Now that's significant. That is very significant when you can see that this recoil test was done at close range, and a 2.6 bigger spread is going to make those long range shots very hard to do, unless of course you're using the M13 where it is much easier. Now of course having minimal recoil is a very advantageous thing to have with a weapon, but you can't talk about Warzone without factoring headshots. Now, if you already consider yourself an accurate shooter, the ability to aim to the head is what makes the M13 stand out. Headshots are so important in Warzone as they can effectively reduce drastically the number of shots needed to kill someone. The M13 really enhances a player's playstyle that already has good aim, and solidifies why this weapon setup is so powerful. The M13 has been my go-to weapon for the last few weeks. It has allowed me to confidently play without a sniper rifle as a secondary, and use something a little more fun, a little more rambunctious like the RPG. But that's pretty much it for this video. A very fun gun here to use. I highly recommend you guys give this a try. Thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna head off here and make a phone call to an old friend. I'll talk to you guys later.